Hey, what's going on, baseball world? Brad here with Slider Domination. Now, there's a lot of hype going around as what pitchers think they need to do to be successful. And sadly, this nonsense can only lead you in the completely wrong direction. Because quite frankly, it has nothing to do with standing on a mound making pitches. Now, I'm not going to waste your time with any toxic information. And to eliminate all the crap that some pitching people will push upon you, here are 3 very simple ways to make you a better pitcher. Everybody knows this, just not enough actually take it seriously. The stubborn mind wants to do things its own way, and when their way doesn't work, they become very frustrated. Now, a pitcher who can locate his fastball down on the corners will have a great deal of success, no questions asked. Every manager and pitching coach in the world look for a pitcher that has the ability to get ahead and throw strikes consistently, and this is done a majority of the time with the fastball. So it doesn't matter if you throw 98 miles an hour or 68 miles an hour. Get ahead with the fastball because everything else comes off of that. Now, much like the first point with the fastball, you also have to keep these pitches down and out of the middle of the plate in order to be effective. So say you throw a fastball, slider, changeup, okay? The fastball we just covered. The slider, ideally you want to throw it to the glove side of the plate and have it break down and away from the zone. Also, you want to be able to backdoor the slider when it's righty versus lefty or lefty versus righty. And then back to righty versus righty. Also, you want to be able to start the slider out of the front hip of the hitter and then lock him up. Remember, the hitter can only protect against one side of the plate. And that's why at best, he's going to fail 70% of the time. Now for the changeup. You want to throw this pitch to the arm side of the plate and get that good run down and off the plate this direction. You want the hitter to swing over top of it or hit the top part of the ball and beat it into the ground. You don't want to throw it glove side because then you run the risk of the pitch flattening out. Don't do that. Now with the first 2 points here we just made, let's look at the odds. If you're a right-handed pitcher facing a right-handed hitter and you're throwing 2 different pitches the outer half of the plate with 2 different velocities, 2 different movements, and they both look the exact same coming out of the hand at release point. Now go to the inner half of the plate. That's 3 pitches, 3 different velocities, 3 different movements. All right, that's extremely hard for the hitter to protect against, and you will take those odds any day. Now, some people will just naturally gravitate towards the big spot. Others may have to build up the confidence to get there. Now, confidence always comes from within. It's cultivated through execution and experience on the pitcher's mound, along with something else I'm going to touch on in just a moment. Pitching is a great provider of feedback. You know when you make a good pitch, you know when you make a bad pitch, and you also know when you get away with a pitch. Now, because of this feedback, you'll quickly know where you have to make the adjustments. Now, the bottom line is that you pitch to win. Winners don't walk into a fire sheepishly. Nope. They run in head first because they accept the challenge and they have a game plan as to how to come out on top. Having the right mental approach is the final 1% to being successful. Now, as I said, I'm going to touch on this. It's the intangible that you cannot teach. It's the fire inside you that has to be ignited. Because many days on the mound as a pitcher, you're not going to have your best stuff, and that's just the way it goes. So you have to find a way to get through it and be successful. So these are 3 very simple things to make you a better pitcher. The first 2 you can physically work on. Repetitions are everything in this game. The third requires some mental training and intestinal fortitude. You gotta want to be out there. You gotta love it. The good, the bad, the ugly. You gotta love every situation thrown to you as a pitcher. And these 3 simple tips have helped pitchers turn the corner very quickly and climb up that ever-precious baseball ladder. Because most coaches judge their pitchers on this simple platform. Can he locate his fastball? Can he command his secondary pitches? And does he want the ball? And in every level of baseball, it's the same. It does not change. So put these 3 tips into action and keep dominating. Hey, thanks for watching. To subscribe to our channel, click here. To watch videos where major league hitters are even embarrassed by the slider, click here. And to learn more about us at Slider Domination, click down here. Now, if you can locate the slider down the way consistently like this, they're not gonna touch you.